Hi everyone, I'm Melanie from Nova Scotia, Canada, and this is Adventures in Groceryland. We are on week 7 of our $50 weekly grocery budget challenge. There are 2 of us, and we are spending $25 per person each week. That's where the $50 comes from. We are always hoping to spend 50 cash and perhaps get more for our money with in-store clearances, coupons, redeeming fast fuel coupons, any way, any strategy that we can get more for our dollar. We also like to have luxury items. I like shrimps and I like chowders. There's so many things that I like to have that are not what you would consider budget foods that it is feasible for us, because when your when your cupboards are stocked and your freezers are full, you have the flexibility to use your budget on items that aren't necessarily everyday cooking ingredients. We also save and source items over a longer period for special things that we want to do. If you've been watching for a while, you've seen our charcuterie boards. I buy things here and there over a couple weeks so that we can have a really nice board. This week, you'll see me making some chowder, and we have sourced the ingredients over several different weeks. It's just smart. I don't want to go out and spend my entire budget one week just to have something special. But if you buy a little bit here and a little bit there, you can still have those special things, and they don't break the bank, and it's not your entire budget. Thanks so much for watching. Check out what we had this week. Grand total so far for the week is $31.22. I shopped at Superstore specifically because the Optimum program sent me a special offer just for my card holder number to get 10 pounds of potatoes for $2.49. While I was getting the potatoes, I was just walking around the store, and there was a bin that had medium ground beef on for $1.99 a pound. So I picked up a package, $5.84. For those of you that don't know which order it goes in, regular ground beef first, then medium, then lean, and then extra lean. So I typically try to buy lean when it's on sale, but medium works great when it's on for $1.99. I kind of was thinking that I might make some homemade hamburgers with these, but then I was thinking maybe I might make some meatballs. We haven't had those in a long time. So I'm just going to think on it, and we'll see later in the week what I decide. I also, I picked up some pantry staples this week. I did get pickles last week, and it's such a good deal. I wanted to get a couple more just to have in my pantry shelf for $2. So I got 2 more bottles of pickles. That's $4 total at Sobeys. Walmart, I got olive oil for $5.97. Not quite out of olive oil or the soy sauce that you see there yet. So these are going in my pantry to be available to me at a good sale price when I'm ready to replace the ones that are not quite empty yet. The soy sauce was $2.63. And then, yeah, I know I bought pickles, but these are different pickles. These are those fancy big ones that are for on sandwiches. These were on clearance for $1.50. They weren't on my list. I wasn't planning on getting them, but I have been wanting to make some sandwiches for lunches. It's been really hot, so just having some cold food is nice. And so I thought those pickles would be really fancy for them. And I got these croissants, $2, marked down to $2.12. They're jalapeno cheddar, and I thought these would be just a really nice treat as opposed to bread for some sandwiches. And I got a deli combo value pack, 250 grams. That was $3.97. I've never seen this in there before. I normally buy pepperoni at a local meat shop, but I wasn't at the local meat shop, and I was at Walmart, and they had this on for $3.49, 47 cents. Seems a little bit fancy. I thought we'd save this for the next time we have a charcuterie board. We both actually love pepperoni, and we haven't had pepperoni on any of our charcuterie boards, so that'll be fun for us. Giant Tiger had great sale on this week. Celery for 97 cents, iceberg lettuce for 97 cents. And I just want to say, we bought iceberg lettuce last week as well. We like salads. We like having it on burgers. I would like to have them when I make the sandwiches. We paid $2.47 last week, and I'm going to say this is like 1.5 times the size of the iceberg lettuce that we got last week. So I feel that's I'm pretty happy of a value with that. The bananas were marked down to $1.25, and it's quite a large bag. So I'm thinking that those are going to end up in some smoothies. I'm definitely going to freeze some of them. And then I am saving again for, I want to make a chowder. So I got shrimp, and this is normally the shrimp that I buy. It's at a store that's near my vet, and I've been buying it for a couple years, and it's always been $6. So the price has gone up to $7.50. $6 for a pound was a great buy. I like that they're already, the tails are already off. They're ready just for me to throw into the chowder. I don't have to do any work. But for $7.50, that will probably be the last time that I buy them. I find that there is a great value at Walmart. They have $9.98. I'm going to say $9.98, $9.97 for, I think, 620 grams, and a pound is 454. So, and they're much bigger shrimps. I used to buy them pretty regularly until I discovered these ones. So I'll probably be switching back. Anyways, I think I'm really relieved that I've started to restock some of just my regular staple cooking items. I do like to have those on hand. I like to buy them at sale price so that when mine is getting low, the one I'm using is getting low, all I have to do is reach onto the pantry to grab a replacement. Sandwiches on croissants with cucumbers from our garden for lunch. I was going to do cold cuts, but as per request from the other half, we haven't had any turkey croissant sandwiches yet. So we're going to eat up some of the leftover turkey, and we're going to have these. Exciting. These are a few little things from the garden. Those radishes may not look like much, but that is a real success for us. We've tried to plant radishes a couple years in the past and really never had any luck or success at all. And we're not really having that much success this year either, I'll be honest. But this is a real look. So that's very exciting. And we are starting to get sweet banana peppers. And this one is a hot Hungarian black pepper. I know it's red. They are black when they're growing, and the heat comes when you leave them on the plant and they turn red. We had naan bread left over from 2 weeks ago. So I topped it with barbecue sauce and added turkey, of course. On top of that, I added green onion, 1 mushroom, and half of a sweet banana pepper. And I used up the last of the salad greens from 2 weeks ago. Almost the leftover iceberg lettuce from last week. It is one of our leftover tomatoes, radishes from our garden, cucumber from our garden, and the other half of the banana pepper from the garden. Lunch today is leftover hodgepodge and little sandwiches on croissants, and it is not turkey, it is cold cuts. Woo! I'm gonna try my hand at making some meatballs. I think I need something to bind them with, and I have this open package of gluten-free crumb mix, Tex-Mex flavor. So I was thinking that that might be something that I could mix in with it. I'm not sure if I need to put an egg in. I think I better do a little research before I get all ready to do this. We looked up a recipe online. It says 2 pounds of ground beef, half a cup of breadcrumbs, third of a cup of milk, an egg, a half a cup of diced onions. We're just going to use this. And it was an Italian recipe, Italian meatballs. And we're doing a Tex-Mex recipe, so I'm going to find some garlic and some other more Tex-Mex flavors to put in with this. This made quite a lot. I'm actually really curious of how these will turn out. This is my first time making meatballs. The other half has made them before. I'm not sure if he used a recipe or not. So we're gonna see how these turn out. We're supposed to cook on 400 for 18 to 20 minutes. This is the second batch. For this one, I used plain breadcrumbs and a different seasoning. This was a suggestion from one of the subscribers to the channel. Thank you, Mary. I am making zucchini fritters. Tex-Mex meatballs, Tex-Mex rice, and zucchini fritters. And the meatballs are topped in a mushroom sauce. More cold cut sandwiches on croissants. To finish out the week's groceries, I shopped at Superstore and Lawton's. At Lawton's, I got crackers for $2 and granola bars for $1.66. And at Superstore, I was incredibly fortunate. I have been watching for some lobster. It's crazy expensive right now. The cans are $39.99 and are such a high theft item that they actually keep it behind the seafood counter. You have to ask for it. So I was really fortunate. I got this lobster. It's a full lobster, pre-cooked. With the 50% off, it was $7.47. That is my final ingredient that I need for my chowder. I also got some calabrese salami for $2.33 and some Genoa salami for $2.07. So my total now with the two shops works out to $48 even, $2 left. Starting with the haddock. Lots of butter for chowder. Clams, shrimp, lobster. There's quite a lot of liquid in here that stays. So this all cooks and then goes into the chowder, including all the liquid. And then in this pot, I have 3 potatoes diced fine, 3 carrots diced really fine, and a half of an onion diced fine. So for the lobster, if you've never seen the bottom of lobster, first thing I'm going to do is remove the tail and remove the claws. I'll shell those and get all of the meat out of them that I can, and then I will slit the body from here to here, open it up, so it'll open kind of like a card. Not as easy as a card, but it'll open up, and I'll remove the legs and take any meat out from the body. A lot of people can't be bothered when they are shelling a lobster to shell the body or to work on the body, but there is a lot of meat in the body, so it's totally worth it. So you can see here I've cracked, and I'm going to pull apart the tail. And then I'm going to insert scissors right here in this little area, right there, and I'm going to slice it right up the body. So you can see here, this is difficult one-handed, where I have made the slice all the way down, and I'm going to pull the meat out. So here it is. This is the meat from the tail. I've already checked. I did get most of the stuff here out of the legs when I carefully took it out. I am gonna break off these little fins on the bottom, and I'll make sure that any meat in there that I get out. So now the tail is open, and you see this that comes down right here. It was right in the middle, and it goes right to the bottom. I'm gonna pull that right out. Carefully, I'm gonna have to shut the camera. One-handed is hard. That's what I got out of the tail. Quite a bit of meat. So this is what I got out of the claws and the tail, and now I'm gonna work on the body. So I'm gonna slit this right here. I'm gonna slit that right through the middle and open it up and pick out the meat. And this bit right here, that totally came out of the body. So this is what I got. I'm gonna weigh it. We are 6.4 ounces, and I am curious, 182 grams. Oops. 182 grams. Here is the final chowder. Nice and thick. Smells great. Excited to eat it. This is all of the ingredients, the fish, the potatoes, the seafood, the carrots, the onions, all together without any dairy. This is going to allow me to freeze some of this, and then later, when we want to eat more, I'll just take out a small bag and thaw, and then add the dairy and the butter to make actual chowder. So we had a really large pot of chowder last night for family. So a shout out to Carolyn and Greg, our family that is here visiting from Ontario. We had some special functions while they were here and finished their vacation off with homemade chowder yesterday. Very exciting. And now there's enough left. I'm going to pop these in the freezer for the other half and I to have it on 2 different occasions, just a moderate amount. So once you add the dairy to this, that'll be a substantial amount for us to have chowder as a treat. Croissant sandwich, cold cuts, lettuce, and one of those fancy pickles, and a granola bar. Some more bounty from the garden. Things are really ramping up. We have yellow beans, lots of green beans, lots of peas, and then we got our first tomato, our first zucchini, our first squash, 2 more cucumbers, and 2 more sweet banana peppers. I had some very good luck today. Fresh Atlantic salmon roast stuffed with shrimp, cheddar, spinach, and bacon, $2.64, minus $5. And so you can see it is stuffed full of all kinds of good stuff. So this receipt is pretty mangled, but you can see here that it was $10.64. You can't see the 64 minus the 5. Total $5.64. And then I used fast fuel coupons to bring the price down to, I saved 100%. I got this totally for free. Yay. Stuffed salmon and rice. It was so hot today that we didn't eat, and then it got really late, and now we're both hungry, so we just grabbed a frozen pizza that we have had forever. We added on top of it jalapenos, the 2 leftover zucchini fritters. I got a little bit of frozen spinach out of the fridge and some onions. Pizza for supper. And it's super late. It's like 10:30 at night, and we're eating supper. Tonight for supper, we are having the rest of the meatballs, the second batch that I made. Homemade bread with butter and green beans and yellow beans from our garden, mixed with some potatoes with a little bit of butter and milk. The last of my croissants and the last croissant sandwiches for lunches. I know we've eaten a lot of turkey lately, but we're going to eat some more. I had turkey and gravy left over from when I made the hot turkey sandwiches. And I have been thinking of creative ways of using some of the bounty that we're getting from the garden, the peas, the beans. So I decided I was going to make a pot pie. I had frozen the last of the gravy and turkey mixture. So I got that out, thawed it out. I cooked 2 potatoes, 2 carrots, yellow beans, and peas, mixed everything together. And then I'm going to top it with Bisquick. Yes, Bisquick is my friend. I'm sure that I could have made this alone, but years ago, I went to someone's house and they had made a pot pie, and I was very surprised at how wonderful their crust was, and they shared their secret with me, and it was Bisquick. So I am going to top the pot pie with this, and we are going to bake it. It's looking good. This looks and smells fantastic. I can't wait to cut into it, and we are going to serve it with cranberry sauce. Turkey pot pie with homemade cranberry sauce. I think we're probably just going to eat the rest of that. This was just a really small jar that we had downstairs in the pantry. Turkey pot pie for lunch. We had a phenomenal week of meals. Always love to have chowder. It seems like such a luxury item. Not only were we able to eat a huge pot of it with family, visiting and vacationing and having fun, we have enough base in the freezer now to have it 2 more times, just the other half and me. We also made some meatballs for the freezer, and I have started to stock the pantry shelves. So a lot of the times what I'm buying are foods that we're eating now, ingredients and things that I want to use in recipes now. And you haven't seen a lot of me buying duplicate items because it's a great buy and I want to put it on the pantry shelf. So you're starting to see me stock up on things like olive oil and soy sauce and pickles, things that we use all of the time, and it just is smart budgeting sense to buy those items when they are at their lowest price. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, share those videos, and like the Facebook page. If you have comments, I sure would like to hear them. Have a fantastic week.